minute. Okay. So I will create one more new file. So notice, maybe I will create one more folder for second day. Every day, one folder I'll be creating so that all the data will be in an organized manner. So I will say day 2. Inside that, the notes name also I will call it as day 2. Okay. Okay, sir. In day 2, what all things that you are trying to cover? What all things I want to try or I'll be covering, if you ask me, notice it. I'll be sharing you this brochure. I think you might have received this brochure. Yes or no? Did you guys receive the brochure or not? Did you guys receive this brochure or not? Received, right? I hope you went through that. So as we discussed, whatever that is there in the course content, the same thing I will be covering as well. So I'll be starting off with this these concepts today. For 1 hour, how much ever it is possible, I will be covering it. So because, again, I'm telling you that demo means simply some useless things that I'll be speaking, nothing like that. Exact whatever that is there in the brochure, I'll be talking about it. So, whatever the concepts that are mentioned here, the same thing I'll be covering, nothing much, nothing less. Everything I'll be covering. End of the day, each and every concept will be covered here. I hope I am completely clear with that. Now, so notice, if you have not got the brochure, please, you should be letting me know so that I'll make sure you receive it and then you will get you'll get that brochure. Okay. So first, we will talk about this history of Java. Sir, why should we know the history, sir? See, sometimes in the interviews, right? I'll talk about the different rounds of interviews and all when time comes, or today by the end of the discussion, I will talk about that very important discussion that is. So today I will not be taking till 9:30 and all. I am 100% sure. I'll make sure I'll be leaving you by 9:05 or 9:10 maximum, right? So for 1 hour, I want your complete concentration. I would expect complete concentration from your side for the next 1 hour. Fine. Now, from the brochure daily, this is how I'll be doing. So from the brochure, I will pick up the topic and then I'll be starting the discussion. So these many topics are there. These many topics to cover it. Absolutely, it will take some time. Not a not a very and we cannot be doing it in 1 hour, 1 month or something like that. But too many concepts are there. But absolutely, each and every concept, I'll make sure you will be understanding it 100%. That is the promise that I'll be making. Okay. Now, history of Java, that is what I will be picking now. Notice, so in the second day's notes, I will start history of Java. This is what I'll be talking about. Okay, sir. See, history in the sense, I will not be talking about history for 20 minutes, half an hour and all. You should know who invented Java, when Java came into existence, why did they name it as Java? If you know this much, it is more than sufficient. And now, who is the owner of Java? All these some overview, if you know about it, it is more than sufficient, because history and all in interviews, very minimal chances of asking, but they will definitely ask you, hey, who invented Java, when did Java got invented? These things they might ask you in the interview. Definitely there are possibilities. So that is the reason, as I told, about the interviews and all, I'll come back to it. But we'll start with the discussion. See, history of Java, we should know the history. Very simple, guys. What is this? Why this history? What all things happened? I'll talk about it. Notice now, what happened was till 1990s, people were using C++. So but they got guys, am I not audible correctly? Is my voice not clear? You have to tell me that. Am I audible or not? Okay. I think one student, Sarthak, I think, okay, fine. I'll continue. Sorry. So, so by 1990s, developers during the time of 1990s, developers were using C++, but they got fed up. They got fed up because of many reasons. That reason, what is that reason? I'll talk about it when I speak about the features of Java, because today I'll not be wasting time on that, because features of Java itself is 1 hour discussion. When I take up what are the different features of Java, I will tell you what was the C++. I am telling developers were getting fed up. What was the reason for the developers to get fed up? That particular information, 100% I will give it to you, but you keep this only today. But maybe tomorrow or maybe in the next coming week, I'll be discussing about the features of Java. In features of Java, when I talk about the portability, I will tell you, I'll talk in detail about it. Now, so they wanted a new programming language. They got fed up with C++. Hey, who will use this programming language? It is very difficult. So we need a separate programming language. So what happened was, in 1991, there was one company called Sun Microsystems. Sun Microsystems, they started one project. In 1991, they started one project. Now, in this project, there were few developers. If you now ask me, the developer's name, I'll just mention it. James Gosling, and then Mike Sheridan, and then we had Patrick Norton. And these were the important developers. Sun Microsystem called these people and they told, hey, look, nowadays, people started to hate C++. You also know C++, how difficult it is. So do one thing, keep C++ as a base, and whatever the features that are there in C++, you have to persist and try to improve, and then you create one programming language. Like that, one requirement Sun Microsystems gave to these developers. Now, if you ask me, sir, only 3, sir? No, these 3 were the main important people who are responsible for that project. So what they did, in 1991, they took up the project. They worked very hard for 3 to 4 years. By the time they reached 1995, they invented one programming language Later, if a programming language is invented, you should give one name to it. So, sir, what name, sir? What name means? First, what they did was, in 1995, they thought, first we had C, and then one developer whose name was Strustrup, he invented C++. He told, hey, I have all the features of C, and then I have also added some more new features. So I will call that as C++. That is how C++ came into existence. Now, the same analogy, these Java people, the above people, they took, and then they developed, they gave one name, C+++. Something like this, one more name they gave. What, sir? C++++. What is this name? What is that name? All the features that are there in C++ we have. Along with that, we have also added one more, we have added some more beautiful features which will, which will give tough competition to C++, and which will make the developer's life easy. That is what they told. And then, so many plus, they felt, no, this name is very bad. We have to come up with some other name. So what did they do, sir? James Gosling, in front of his office, one tall oak tree was standing. So every day he used to see that tree. So James Gosling thought, okay, let us, name our programming language as Oak. Oak, because of the tree in front of Gosling office. James Gosling office. Oak. They first came up with this name. I don't know what came into James Gosling's mind so that he kept the name as Oak. But unfortunately, some other business, they had already registered their business with Oak. So they should not be naming it as Oak. So they have to change it. Later, they changed it to something called as Green. Sir, why, sir, why Green? Why Green? I don't know, because that was the name they gave. But unfortunately, green for a programming language would not be looking good. So, they were fed up and then they were looking out for the name. So what they did was green also, it was not suitable. Not suitable. Later, what happened was these people, James Gosling and his team, whenever they felt demotivated, whenever they got tired, because see, developing a programming language and that too competitor for C++, that too they worked very hard for 4 years. It is not an easy task. Developing a software itself is not an easy task. You need lots and lots of motivation. So, James Gosling and team also, they got, some motivation. Whenever they got demotivated, they used to visit one coffee shop. They used to visit one coffee shop. The name of the shop was Java Coffee. Java Coffee. That was the name. It was a, Indonesian coffee. Java Coffee is an Indonesian coffee. So they used to visit this coffee shop very frequently, whenever they got tired, whenever they felt, demotivated. And those times they used to visit the coffee shop. So they decided, hey, enough of thinking. We kept the name as Oak, and then somebody has registered it already. Now, green, and it will not be suitable. So what we'll do is that coffee shop, whatever the coffee that they were drinking, that coffee's name was Java. So they thought, okay, let us name it as Java. That is how Java got the name. All these days you are, in listening this word Java, Java, Java. How did this name come into existence? The name came into existence because of the coffee shop, by looking at the coffee shop. Now, if you carefully observe this, see here, Java logo. I'll just show you the logo of Java. Carefully observe this. Do you observe this? Coffee. Are you able to see my screen? Yes or no? You are able to see my screen? Yes or no? Right? See here, it is cup and saucer, it is a coffee. So because of this, because of the coffee shop, they gave the name of they set the name of the programming language itself as Java. I hope I am completely clear with it. So, that is the short history. Some more points I will give and then we'll proceed with the next one. So after this 1995, so many versions got released. What all different versions got released, I will talk about it. After this history, I will talk about it. But in the year 2009, 2010, what happened was, in the year 2009 and 2010, what happened was, one bad thing happened. The bad thing was Sun Microsystems acquired by Oracle. So what happened was Oracle, they brought Sun Microsystem. They paid a huge amount of money and then they bought the Sun Microsystems company, the entire company. So if the entire company is brought, don't you think so? The product, whatever the product that the company invented, the product also will be bought by Oracle. So in other words, from 2009, 2010, Java is no longer Sun Microsystems baby. Rather, Java belongs to one of the biggest tech giants whose name happens to be Oracle. I hope I am completely clear with that. So if somebody tomorrow in the interview, if somebody asks you, hey, who is the owner of Java? You should never say James Gosling's name. You should never say Sun Microsystems name. Initially, they were the owners, but unfortunately, in 2010, Sun Microsystems sold, or the entire Sun Microsystems got acquired by Oracle. So today, if somebody asks you who is the owner of Java, so today, the owner of Java is Oracle. So it is Oracle's baby. I hope I am completely clear with that. No, so what happened was, whatever this acquisition by Oracle, the James Gosling did not like it. So James Gosling was very disappointed. He developed this programming language. He and his team developed this programming language with while putting lots and lots of effort. And Sun Microsystem got sold to Oracle. He felt really bad. So in 2010, James Gosling, resigned from Oracle. He resigned. So what he did was, so James Gosling himself, he started one more programming language. If you now ask me, sir, what is the name of the programming language? The name happens to be Scala. How many of you have heard about Scala? Anybody heard about Scala? Have you heard about this programming language called as Scala? Okay. So if you have not heard about it, good. If you have heard about it, also good. If you have not heard, just go back and research about it. Scala is a programming language. Again, James Gosling is the one who is inventing this Scala, who is still working on the Scala. So he challenged, Oracle that, hey, I will develop one more programming language, which will be even more powerful compared to Java. But he is trying from 2010, but now it is 2023 almost. But Scala is nowhere near Java. The amount of users that are using Java, and the number of users that are using Scala, we cannot compare at all. So Scala is Yeah, I'm extremely sorry. Because of some internet connection, I got disconnected. I apologize for that. I'm sorry for that. I'll share my screen. Am I audible now? Yes or no? Okay. Sorry, guys. Please, don't mind. I'll continue with the discussion. I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible to you? Okay. See, this is the programming language called as Scala. You don't have to worry about it because Scala will no, it will not reach the level of Java at least for next 5 or 6 years or 10 years also. That is how it is. So, you should be knowing this. So that's all about the history. So I told you in 1990s, one developer Sun Microsystems, they invented this programming language called as first they named it as Oak. Later, sorry, C++, and plus plus. Later they changed it to Oak, and then for some reason they got fed up, and then they for some security reasons Oak they could not they could not use that. Later, they had to switch to green. Green also, it was not looking good. So later, they started they started to think, and then they used to visit one coffee shop, and whatever the name of the coffee shop, the name of the coffee, the same thing, they used it for the programming language. So currently, if you ask me, Java is whose product? It is Oracle's. Am I completely clear up until this point? Yes or no? Is it clear, guys? Okay, cool. I'll continue with the next one. So see here, history of Java, some brief history I have given it. What are the versions of Java? See here, versions of Java I'll be writing. See, if you want, I can give you all the versions from 1995. But I don't think nobody will ask you from 1995. So if you want, I will write it. See here, 1995, whatever the Java they developed, they named it as Oak, correct? That is the first version of Java. So that is, see here, Java 1, it was also called as Oak. And then it got released in 1995. Later lots and lots of releases happened. See here, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, sorry, 1.4. After that, they released 5, Java 6. So everything is Java only. See here, this is the name of the versions. If you want, you can go back and research about it. But again, see, Java 5, 6 and all now people are not using. So there is no point in learning this. So I'll list out Java 7, but from Java, after Java 7, Java 8, they introduced. This was the most powerful Java for, lots and lots of years. So if you ask me, when did Java 8, what was the name of the Java 8, sir? For Java 8, the name they gave it as Spider. They gave the name as Spider. Why Spider, sir? Why Spider? I don't know, but they gave it as Spider. Now, later, if you ask me, sir, when did Java 8 got released? The Java 8 version got released in March 2014. In 2014, they released this version of Java 8. But unfortunately, or fortunately, even today, for the next few years also, people will be using Java 8. There are millions of projects which are running on Java 8. Sir, it has got released in 2014. It's already 2020 ending. That is almost, 8 years, done. But still, people are using it. Absolutely, yes. See, I might also use Java 8. I'm not sure. or maybe advanced versions. What are different versions are there? I will list it out. Later we will see which version to install, what is the advantage of each one. But this Java 8, Java Oracle have told they will be providing the support. They will provide the support till 2030. So for the next 7-8 years, they will provide the support for Java 8. In other words, you have to imagine, so how many projects would have got developed? How many projects would have got developed in Java 8? So that Oracle, they are telling, even though it is a very old, it's 8-year-old, Oracle is providing the support. In other words, millions of developers, they are still using Java 8. Java 8 is so powerful. Okay, sir, what next? What next? Then they released Java 9. If you now ask me, sir, when did Java 9 got released? It got released in September 2017. So 3 years time, they took, and then they released one more version called Java 9. Sir, what is the name of that, sir? There is no name, they call it as Java 9. And, is it stable or can we use it? We can use it, but Java people, they are not recommending Java 9. They have removed the long time support for Java 9. So no long time support. No long time support. LTS means long time support. So not advisable to use. So later they released Java version 10. So when did Java version 10 got released, sir? If you ask me, in the next 6 months, that is March 2018. But same story, Java 10 also, no long time support or long-term support. So, in 6 months of time, see here, September 2017 to March 2018, it's just 5 or 6 months. In 6 months, what all things, you can develop? Not much. Only some bug fixes will be there. That's it. In this, some minor fixes and small features. So everything that are there in Java 8, to that, some small features they added to 9 and 10. So 9 and 10 is not that great. So people did not use it. Later, Java 11 came into play. This is very powerful. Java 11, they released it. If you ask me when, 6 months later. If you ask me when, September 2018. In 2018, Java version 11, they released it. If you ask me, sir, is it good? Yes. Oracle in their website, they are telling, there is a long-term support or long-time support for Java 11. So I will decide, maybe I want to use 8 or 11, or there is one more version, 17 also is there. So, so many versions are there, but unfortunately, any one, if we learn, that is more than sufficient. If you say, sir, if we learn Java 8, then all the features in 9, 10, 11 and all will be missing, right? Absolutely, you don't worry about it, because not much of the features which developers can use, they have not released it. They have just increased the performance of Java. So for that reason, I will not be going with Java 8. Rather, I'll be going with Java 11, or I'll be going with the other version. If you ask me what, I'll tell you that. Keep on noticing. Later, after 6 months, they released Java 12. So March 2019. So March 2019, they released it, and then no long time support. Or then Java 13, they released it in the next 6 months. So September 2019. So Java 13 also, no LTS. I'll not mention this. If I don't mention anything, that means no long-term support. So I'll tell you which Java version that I will be using, or I'll teach you, so that, you will be advanced. If you mention it in your resume that many features of Java 11 or 17, absolutely, it will be worth it. Next, Java 14 got released exactly 6 months from then. So March 2020. So from here onwards, see, from here onwards, they were very systematic. Every six months, they started to release one version of Java with minor changes, minor fixes and all. So Java 14, later Java 15 in September 2020. September 2020, later Java 16, March 2021, Java 17, September 2021. So see, Java 17 is the popular Java. Java 11 is popular. So developers are using in the industry, whatever that is there in the industry, I am talking about it. Majority of them, 90% of them are still using Java 8 only. They will still use Java 8 only because not much of new features that got added later on. Only, some minor improvements and performance improvements. So, they started using Java from 8. They did not bother about 9 and 10. They, few people, they wanted to jump. So they jumped to Java 11 or they upgraded themselves to Java 11. And from 11, 12, 13, 14 and all, people will not care also. From 11, people started to migrate to Java 17. In other words, even today, Java 8 projects are in millions. Java 11 projects are also in millions. Lots and lots of projects are developed using Java. So, okay, sir, is this the last one? No. Later, Java 18 got released. If you ask me when, March 2022, Java 18 got released. And then currently, latest version of Java that got released, if you ask me when, September 2022. Java 19, but Oracle have told they don't have the long time support for 18 or 19. The last version that they are providing the long term support or long time support is what? Java 17. So we can go with Java 8. If not, we can also go with Java 11. If not, Java 17. I will decide because, few things I have to think in your point of view as well. Whatever the Java that is used in your colleges or in colleges and all, I have seen it is still Java 1.8 only. Nobody have upgraded to 11 or 17. Not needed, guys. Whatever that is needed for you as a developer, it is there in 8. Majority is there in 11. I will decide based on the complexity. If at all you actually want 17, I can provide or I can proceed with 17. I don't have any issues with that. But unfortunately, I don't think, so much of complex things as a fresher you should be knowing. Absolutely not. Whatever as a fresher you want to know, if you know 8 and 11, I hope it would be more than sufficient. If you feel, no, we want to learn Java 17, I am okay with that also. I hope I am completely clear with this. Okay, sir, when will Java 20 is getting released? Java 20 will get released in March 2023 because every 6 months, Oracle is providing update for Java. I hope I am completely clear with this. Is it completely clear? So till here, is it completely clear? You understood this or not? You understood the versions? So, if somebody asks you, hey, what is the latest version of Java? You should say Java 19. If somebody asks you, what is the latest version of Java which has the long-time support or long-term support? Maybe I'll change it to long-term support. Long-term support, you should say Java 19. I hope I am completely clear with that. If you want, you can go back and verify it in Oracle website. So see here. You can see Java 19 is the latest. That is what they are also telling. I have also told. So download Java. You can see Java 17 LTS. Long-term support. That is what I told you. Yes or no? See, whatever is there in, whatever is there in their website only, I am telling you. Again, see, I told you. JDK 19 will receive updates till only 2023. That is what they are telling. So JDK 19, that is Java 19, is not the, will not be receiving the long-term support. Rather, Java 17 will receive long-term support. That is what they are telling. Java 17. I hope I am completely clear. So this is the latest version of Java. Am I clear with this? You are convinced or not? You are convinced or not? I don't have to, lie at you, so that you join the course, something like that. I don't want to do that because I have to speak facts. You have to know the facts. Am I completely clear with this? Okay. I continue with the discussion. Please concentrate. So this is all about the versions of Java. Later, the next point that I have to discuss here is compiler and interpreter. Very important concept. It's an interview question. Difference between compiler and interpreter. Have you heard about interpreter? Have you heard about interpreter? Have you heard about compiler? Anybody? What about others? Yes, very good, very good. Okay, fine. What is a compiler? Why will you use a compiler? Okay, I'll not waste much time. I'll proceed. See here, I'll tell you. Compiler. I'll later give the notes. I will explain it with a diagram. So please concentrate, for next 15-20 minutes. It is very important for you. So day 2. Okay. See, whenever you write a code, whatever the code that you wrote all these days, see, you are writing code like this. If you ask me, hash include, something like this. You remember this. If you have not seen this code, you leave it. You don't have to worry about it. If you have not seen this line of code also, not to worry. You need not know that. But if you have seen this, well and good. Now, in C program or C++, whatever that you have learned, all these days, you are writing hash include, stdio.h, hash include, conio, conio.h, int main, int xyz, something like that. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Guys, I want you people to respond. Fine. So assume I am writing a C program. Whatever the program that you write, C or C++, all the programs will be in high-level language. High-level language. If you ask me, sir, what is high-level language? High-level language means the programs that you write, which can be easily understandable by human beings. So as soon as I say include is an English word, this stdio.h is a header, and then I will say something like this here. Maybe I will say int main, and then I will say int A, B, and C, something like this I will write. So A, B, C, main and all, it is not that computer is going to understand. Rather, whatever that I have written here, it is human understandable language. So the such language or such programs which are written in the human understandable format, we call it as what? High level language or high level programming language. I hope I am completely clear with this. Okay, sir, what next? Now, what next? Notice it. Keep on concentrating. Keep on concentrating. So this is how your microprocessor would look like. I am representing the microprocessor like this. This is your computer. So whenever somebody tell a computer is nothing but microprocessor. It will be having microprocessor. Without microprocessor, computer is useless. I hope I am completely clear with this. Okay, sir. Microprocessor is fine. Microprocessor is fine. What next? Whatever the code that you write, whatever the code or whatever the syntax that you write, each and everything, it is the responsibility of the microprocessor to execute it. But see here, if at all you write the code like this, if at all you write the code like this and you pass it to the microprocessor, microprocessor will say, hey, I did not understand. Microprocessor will say, hey, this operation is not possible. Microprocessor won't understand. In other words, anything that we write in the high level language, your computer will not understand. I hope I am completely clear with this. I hope I am completely clear. So till this point, is it clear? If you say yes, I'll continue. Otherwise, I may have to stop it and then explain it again. So anything, all these days you wrote many programs. Whatever the programs that you wrote, if you directly try to give it to the microprocessor will not understand. So microprocessor, what it understands, if you ask me, microprocessor understands only 0 and 1. Microprocessor, if at all you have to talk to microprocessor, it should be with respect to 0 and 1. You can never ever talk to microprocessor with anything else. So it is not your problem, or microprocessor will say, hey, you want me to execute the instructions. That means I am the king. So you have to come to me in such a way that whatever I say, you have to follow. That is what microprocessor will tell. In other words, whatever the code that we have written, if we write the code and if we send it to the microprocessor will not execute it. What microprocessor understands is what? 0 and 1. Tell me, am I passing 0 and 1 or am I passing some letters, some strings and all? I am passing some, words, some sentences I am passing. But what microprocessor expects is 0 and 1. So, mismatch. Very simple analogy, guys. You are all, in this class, English. Assume, assume you go to some country, some Uganda or something, there, the tribal people, they won't understand English. So if at all you have to communicate with the tribal people, don't you think so? You have to talk to them in the language they know. Or if that fellow is telling something, if at all you have to understand, he has to tell it in English, yes or no? In other words, if at all you have to understand Uganda language, then you have to have a person, you have to have a person who knows English also, who knows Uganda language also. That person, you speak in English to him. He will convert it and then he will interpret the same to that Uganda people. Whatever Uganda people says, he will translate it to English and he will say it to you so that both of you will understand. That implementation is needed now. So for that reason, they have developed one software. If you ask me, sir, what is that software? The name of the software happens to be compiler. Okay, sir, what is the duty of the compiler? The duty of the compiler happens to be converting high-level language code. High-level language code. If somebody asks you what exactly is a high-level language code, high-level language means it is English. So anything, whatever the language that users will speak or user understandable language. If you write a program like this, microprocessor will understand. Look, I don't know what, this fellow is a person who is from Uganda. Later, you are, from India. You are trying to talk to him in English. He is telling, hey, I am not understanding. You please speak in Uganda language. Okay, sir, what to do? What will compiler do is, compiler will take the high level language and then compiler will generate one new file. If you ask me, sir, what is that file? That file is called as, notice it, add.obj. OBJ means object file. Okay, sir, what will be there in object file? Object file will have 1010, something like this. Like this, it will be there. I hope I am completely clear with this. So I'm sorry, I'll just put it here. So if you ask me what will be there in the object file, it will be zeros and ones, nothing else. It will be zeros and ones. So it's the duty of the compiler. It will take this particular code. It will take this particular high level language code and then it will convert it into what level? If you ask me, the language happens to be machine level. Machine level code. So if somebody asks you, hey, what is machine level code? Machine level code means it is nothing but zeros and ones. I hope I am completely clear with that. So now, okay, sir, what next? If we give this to the microprocessor, will it work? Absolutely, it will work, but you cannot directly give it. Rather, microprocessor will only take the data from only one person. If you now ask me, sir, who is that person? I will tell you who is that person. I'll just, so he is the microprocessor. If you ask me who is that person, there is one person called as primary memory. Oh, primary memory, sir. What is primary memory? I will talk about it when time comes. So forget about primary memory. I hope you would have heard something called as RAM. You know, all of you have known about RAM in your mobile phone. If I ask you, hey, how much RAM your mobile you're having, you know, you'll say 8 GB RAM. What is 8 GB RAM? It is a primary memory. Oh, what is primary memory and all? This is not the time for me to talk about it. When time comes, I will talk about it. But the problem is this person, microprocessor and RAM, they are interconnected or they are connected to each other. So whatever the code that you have written, whatever the object file that got generated, this object file, we should be supplying it to the RAM. So somebody's help we should take. If you now ask me, sir, who is that person? There is one person actually. His name happens to be linking loader. Linking loader. What is the duty of linking loader, sir? Linking loader's duty is to take a snapshot of or a copy of the code or copy of the object file and place it on the RAM. Place it on the RAM. And then if it is placed on the RAM, microprocessor will come here. He will check, oh, somebody is talking in my language. So he will come, he will understand, he will immediately process and the story is done. So in other words, what is this linking loader? You don't worry about it. Today is not the time. One entity is there. What is the duty of linking loader? He will take the machine level code which is there, machine level code, and then he will put it or he will place it into the RAM. That is the only thing you keep it with you. So if I have to say what is the duty of the compiler, compiler's duty is to take high level language code as the input and generate machine level code as the output. Am I completely clear? You understood what exactly is the duty of the compiler? You understood this? Yes or no? Got it or not? Please do respond. You understood what exactly is a compiler? So if somebody asks you, hey, what is a compiler? What is the duty of the compiler? What is the answer that you should say? Compiler, it's a software which converts high level language code to machine level language. It's a software which converts high level language code to machine level language code Sir, how will they develop the compiler? They'll be using some other programming language. Maybe they'll be using C for creating the compilers. Many programming languages are there. But if somebody asks you what is a compiler, it's a software which converts high-level language to machine-level language. So if somebody asks you what is high-level language, it has English-like statements. Example, all the programming languages name you can give, C, C++, Java, Python, JavaScript, .NET, everything are high level only. Sir, okay, sir, what machine level? What is machine level? Machine level language. Machine level language means it's low level language which consists of binary data. That is 0 and 1s. Sir, can we see what is there inside this object file, sir? Can we see whatever that is there in the object file, sir? There are some certain set of certain set of softwares you can use and then see whatever it is, but directly you cannot see it. I hope I am completely clear. So did you understand this or not? Compiler, you understood compilers? Yes or no? What is a compiler? You understood? If somebody asks you, hey, what is a compiler? Can you tell? Will you be in a position to answer it? I hope, you will be in a position to answer it. This diagram, absolutely, you have to remember. Am I completely clear? Guys, please do respond. Am I clear or not? Okay, cool. Okay, sir. What is a interpreter? Interpreter, I will tell you. Sorry, this is a compiler. Okay, sir. What is a interpreter? If you ask me, notice, I will, in page 1, I will name it as compiler. Later, I will send you the screenshot. You will not worry. You don't have to worry about it. Interpreter. So, interpreter. In interpreter also same story, guys. So, instead of compiler, you will have interpreter. One software called interpreter. What interpreter will do? Interpreter, what it will do is, it will read the first line. It will not it will not convert the entire high level code to object code or entire high level code to machine level code. It will not be doing. Oh, then what will it do, sir? What will it do if you ask me? Notice it. So it will do like this. What it will do is, first it will take hash include stdio.h is there. Oh, stdio.h, I should convert it into machine level. And then this linking loader will take it, and then this linking loader will place it on the RAM. So this instruction is gone. So this particular instruction will be executed. Once this particular instruction is executed, immediately microprocessor, what it will do is, it will somehow approach interpreter. Hey, interpreter, you gave me one line of code. You gave me one instruction. That instruction I have already executed. What next? What next means now interpreter will read the next line. It will read the next line. It will take the high level code and then it will convert it to machine level. Something like this. The next line it will convert. Linking loader will take this particular line of code and then it will be placing it on the RAM. Or if it is placed on the RAM, immediately microprocessor will take this point of code, will take this line of code, it will execute, and then it will not stop there. It will ask interpreter, hey, do you have any other line of code? It says, yes, I have. Same story. I hope you understood the difference between interpreter and compiler. Did you understand the difference between interpreter and compiler? Please do respond yes or no. Are you feeling it difficult, or are you feeling it to be very complex or something like that? You understood this, yes or no? Guys, okay. Please, you have to respond. I am expecting the answers from you. So please tell me, what is an interpreter? Tell me, what is an interpreter? It converts what? Okay. See here. Sir, there is no difference only, sir. See here, the definition of compiler also is same. Definition of interpreter also is same. I will just continue. It converts. But see here, but in case of interpreter, it extracts the code line by line. In other words, very good. In other words, interpreter extracts one line of high-level language code and converts it to machine-level language code and executes sends it to processor and processor will execute, and the process interpreter converts the next line of high-level language code and so on. I hope you understood the difference between compiler and interpreter. Is it completely clear? Is the difference between interpreter and compiler completely clear? So if somebody asks you in the interview, are you in a position to answer it? Guys, yes or no? Okay, very good. So whatever the content that I am trying to convey, is it complex to you? Are you feeling that my way of teaching is very complex? Or, should I slow down, or should I pace up? What do you have anything else to tell me? Okay. I have one question. This is the interview question. If I am an interviewer, I'll ask you the same question. I will just say, hey, according to you, is it the compiler which is faster? Is it the interpreter which is faster? What is the answer that you have? Is it the compiler or interpreter? Compiler. Very good. Compiler is very fast, because compiler, answer should be compiler, because it converts the entire high-level language code to machine-level language code at once. In case of interpreter, it converts line by line. So it takes bit more time, or complete. If you can tell this answer or if you can give this answer, more than sufficient. I hope I am completely clear with this. Is it completely clear? So you understood the difference between interpreter and compiler? Okay, very good. Fine. Do you have some time, or should I stop it here itself and start tomorrow? You have to suggest me. Attendance link. Yesterday's link only. I think I have shared it. 1 second. I'll send you the link. You can copy this link, okay? I'll just send it to you. See here, I will send this to you. Please, you have to bookmark it, both the links. I will send it in the chat. So, you have to bookmark it and keep it with you because it will be used regularly. Did you get the links? Did you get the links? We cannot put the attendance in the same link. Okay. Attendance, you don't worry about it. Attendance, maybe what I will do is I will take a screenshot of this chat. You don't worry about it. Whatever the participants are there, I'll take a screenshot of it. You don't worry. I will, manage it. But can you open or can you have this notes? Yes or no? You can have a notes link as a bookmark. Keep it as a bookmark. So all the notes, I will be pushing it to this link. Okay, fine. Guys, do you have some time or should I stop it here? I would ask you because if you want, I can talk for any number of time because I don't want to burden you guys. So you want me to continue or shall we close the discussion? I want your answer, at least hear you answer. Okay, got it. Enough. Fine. I'll not take much time. I'll take 2 more minutes and then I will stop it. I'll not be teaching any concepts. What I will do is I will upload the notes in front of you. You can download it. Attendance, you don't worry. I have already taken a screenshot of the one, who are available till now. The same thing, the link is not working. We need to check why. So I have taken the screenshot of this. You don't worry about it. Okay. So guys, before we stop, please tell me whatever the way that I am conveying. If I convey all the concepts in this approach, will you be in a situation to understand it or not? Or should I improve in any approach or any way? Please do tell me. You have to answer this question. We can understand it. Okay, what about others? Only one student is answering. I want all the 20 to answer here because, I would expect the answers so that it will improve my teaching as well. Okay, very good. You have any other feedbacks for me? You don't have any feedback? Continue the same. Okay, fine. Thank you. I'll do that. So I'll upload it to the Java folder. So day 2, I will paste the photos. All these links, or maybe this draw.io, you don't have to worry about it. I will just post it to Drive. Yeah, you have anything to ask, you can ask me. I would be very happy to help. So notes and images, I have uploaded. You can access it right away. Okay, so see guys, if you have any queries, if at all you want to ask me something, you can write an email to this. Okay, so if you once you guys take up the admissions, then I will share my mobile number with you people. Any doubts, you can anyway call me at any point of time. But now I don't think I should not be giving it. Once everything is finalized, I will share the phone number with you. Fine. Okay. You have anything else? You can stay. Otherwise, we can continue tomorrow's class. Please don't miss tomorrow. Because very interesting things that I'll be discussing. So you would definitely benefit from that. I don't want you to miss that. Please attend tomorrow's discussion. Right? Thank you all. Have a great day. Good night. Thank you for showing the patience and then sitting for 1 hour 15 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.